Assalamu alaikum and hello everyone. I speak to you from the lands of the Gadigal people. I acknowledge them as the sovereign owners of this land I live and work on. This land is, always was, and always will be Aboriginal land. I'm thinking of all the Indigenous and First Peoples in the world whose lands have been occupied, whose culture has been violently crushed, and whose lives and livelihoods have been taken from them by colonizers. Kashmiris have endured occupation, their right to self-determination has been denied for decades, and their lands, livelihoods, and indeed lives have been taken by the oppressors. Today, we are gathered here to observe Kashmiri Women's Day of Resistance. Please accept my apologies for not being able to be with you in person. While this day has only been commemorated for a few years now, we know that the powerful resistance of Kashmiri women against occupation and violence has been ongoing for decades. It is Kashmiri women who have borne the brunt of violence in the valley. Kashmiri women have suffered under the violent, repressive, and colonial military regime that has been imposed on the region. It is Kashmiri women who have lost their sons, brothers, fathers, and husbands to army occupation. They have been the targets of militarism and violence. Kashmiri women have endured the most extreme oppression and systemic sexual abuse, rape, and other forms of gender-based violence. We know that throughout history, women from all walks of life have led resistance and been central to the struggle for civil rights and self-determination. The women of Kashmir have shown immense courage. They have spoken out, they have resisted, and their struggle is ongoing. Yet these voices often get lost or drowned out or not listened to. This must change. On this Kashmiri Women's Day of Resistance, we must recognize why these injustices against Kashmiris and Kashmiri women continue. We must realize that the struggle for Kashmiri women is not just their struggle. The struggle for justice, gender equality, and human rights is a universal struggle. The fight for azadi or liberation is universal. We must commit ourselves to solidarity with Kashmiri women and to elevating their struggle and voices. We must listen to our sisters in Kashmir and listen to their voices of suffering, survival, courage, and resistance, and be guided by them for the future of all Kashmiris. The Greens will continue to stand with the people of Kashmir, and I will keep speaking out to support your struggle for justice and self-determination. To my Kashmiri sisters, I say, women united will never be defeated. Thank you so much.